YouTube Nation, Main Event TV, aka Meat TV, aka everybody's working for the weekend. And speaking of the weekend, all right, I want to talk about this real quick because I would like to announce that short video Fridays are the thing of the past. They're gone. All right, because I see way too many of you guys out there just copying. It's short video Friday. I do my own short video. It's done. All right, I told you. You want that old shit? You can have it because all I do is progress. I say and move on. That's what I do. So for now, you gamers, you're getting Game and Variety Friday. That's right, Game and Variety Friday. So all you guys who like to copy because you can't come up with shit on your own, you can have it. All right, just have it. All I do is keep moving. All right. So as far as I'm concerned, I would like to also thank the fans and all the subscribers because you guys this past week. Man, you've sent me so much information and the things that I didn't see because I've been busy or whatever I didn't see. You guys, you sent back and we just go back and forth with mail. And you know what? You guys, that's what community is about. You guys have been great. That is exactly what a community is about. It's about watching each other's backs. And it seems like that's what a lot of YouTubers don't understand. Or just gamers in general. You don't, like I said, that's what this channel is built for. When it comes for the gaming section, that is what it's built for. It's to watch each other's back and be a community. You can be yourself without having to worry about all the other bullshit. You know what I mean? So I want to thank you guys for that. All right? Now, like I had said, since we watch each other's backs, I had, posted a link last week on the fan page, on the Facebook fan page. I told you guys I was going to talk about this Ninja Theory thing. All right? Now, before we get started, let me say that I was right yet again. I hate to keep doing this because all my predictions, I told you 2011 is going to be the year for the event. And you have to understand that everything I predicted last year is starting to add up now. All right? It's only been a matter of time. What did I tell you guys with Ninja Theory? I told you guys that if Devil May Cry did bad, what were they going to do? They were going to blame the gamers. We've seen this with other Japanese games where they blame the Western audience. No. All right? They didn't cater to the gamers. Ninja Theory laughed at us. You know what? And now they're saying that they want to blame Devil May Cry gamers for low enslaved sales. Now look, I think one gamer said it best. All right? You can't blame gamers for something that sucked. All right? You just can't. It's ridiculous. I said that this was going to happen on Devil May Cry, but they're already using the blame game. What did I tell you about arrogant people before? I told you this is what they do. They blame everyone but themselves. All right? And then they justify their actions and statements all the time. They take no responsibility for anything. So Ninja Theory, no one told, Tamim and Alex, no one told you guys to go out there and start laughing at gamers. No one told you to do that. And as far as what I've been hearing, Capcom didn't even know you did the video. They didn't know you did the interview that way. They apparently they're denying any involvement whatsoever in it. So I don't know. That's Capcom Japan though. So either they knew about it and they're trying to save their own ass, their own integrity, or they really didn't know about it and you guys just acted completely unprofessional. With that being said, let's get into it, guys, because you know I always have the information for you. As you know, link will be in the info bar as usual. All right. Now, it says here that after the Tokyo Game Show in 2010, when Capcom announced that Ninja Theory would be handling a reboot of the popular Devil May Cry series and franchise, the internet exploded. It says aficionados of the series around the world expressed their dissatisfaction with the changes being made with the next installment of the game. Comments made by Ninja Theory's Tamim addressing the fan backlash didn't quell the situation either. In fact, Tamim's "I don't care" response have only added fuel to the fire, as some gamers have opted to boycott Ninja Theory. All right, it's almost similar to the Tales community in the West, who had refused to support Namco products as long as the Japanese company expressed no interest in localizing many of their titles. Okay, it says then again, whoever this writer says, I may be giving Devil May Cry fans too much credit. Look, you're not giving us too much credit. I said this before, guys. What did I say before? What did I say? I've been saying this for the last couple months now. I said that gamers and consumers, they control the market. And a lot of guys came in and said, no, you can't fight the companies. They control everything. They said, no, consumers control the market. If we don't buy their product, guess what? Companies they're going to buckle. That's what happens. All right. So you have to understand that I've been on track, pretty much on pace right now, just for almost betting 1,000 actually. But here's what more had to say, because this is what Namco Bandai had to say about Enslaved. All right, first off, Enslaved sold 460,000 units in games between the game's release of December 2010. Okay, it says according to VG charts. It says Enslaved sold 138,000 copies during its first 10 weeks on the PS3. By comparison, Heavenly Sword sold 533,000 copies during its first 10 weeks and 1.4 million total in sales. Now look, guys, understand this. Enslaved was a multi-plat game. It wasn't just exclusive on the PS3. And I saw this a lot when Enslaved came out, and PS3 players were saying it should have stayed, you know, exclusive, this, that, and the third. And then you had other people from other systems say, well, if they want to make more money, they'll do it multi-plat. Well, look, it goes to show you that it doesn't matter if it was multi-plat or not. The game sucked. It sucked. So this is what Bandai had to say about Namco, all right? It says, it didn't perform well as we hoped it would, but we're very proud of how it was received by both media and the gamers who have experienced it. If the total sales are so low, it goes to show you gamers were not happy with it. That's it, end of story. A lot of us played the demo and was not happy with the demo. They were not happy with the gameplay, the mechanics, nothing. All right? There are some people I'm sure that are fans of the game, though. I'm not going to sit here and lie. All right? But it says, I can't discuss where we are in terms of a sequel, but we're looking at reviews and feedbacks from the press, and because of the gameplay and quality that Enslaved delivered, we'll see it as a great catalog title going forward. Now let me say, since Namco is worried about what other media outlets think and ratings, understand the rating system that happens. We all know that there's times where some of these people are paid off. All right, we saw this with Kane and Lynch. All right, we saw it with, man, there's so many titles. Like I said, we saw this so many times where people were paid to give them good scores. So if Namco's going to go by rating systems and then possibly pull in, you know, a dirty tactic like other companies have and throw money for ratings, this is not going to go well. They're setting themselves up for failure. I'm just letting you know that now, all right? So as you can see, guys, I keep telling you guys, for everyone who thinks that we do not control this market, you're crazy. And once again, you've been proven wrong. I don't know how many times I can say this. Ninja Theory, if you think this is bad now and Enslaved, wait till Devil May Cry comes out. Wait till it comes out. I'm telling you now. You want another prediction, people? I'll tell you. Capcom's going to be pissed. Because the sales they want, 5 million, is not going to happen. They'll blame Enslaved. Namco will look at the numbers and say, wait a minute, they did bad with us, they're doing bad with Capcom. That company is definitely in trouble. And I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going bankrupt or gets bought out by another company to be a parent company and make them a branch or something, or just use their development department. We don't know. But that's what I'm thinking right now. Okay? Now, with that being said, let's get on to something that's been massively requested for God knows how long. DC Universe Online, the update. All right? The update. All right? Now, as we all know that DC Universe, as we all know, is doing this legendary package, all right? Because I'm going to read this off to you guys. You have to understand this, all right? And we all know, we saw this before. Now, before anyone who doesn't know the numbers, all right? Before I even get into this, all right? DC Universe was #1 in sales in its first week. We expected that due to the fact that it's a new game. Its second week, it wasn't even in the top 30 overall in games. Its third week, it got crushed, all right? Then needless to say, we know where this is going. We predicted this. We know where the market is going, people. And now, as you know, they're coming out with the legendary package. So let's get into it. It says, in appreciation of you pioneers, we are going to offer the chance to lock in an extraordinary promotion rate of only $29.99 for a 3-month DCO Universe Online Legend Plan. That's over 25% off the regular 3-month subscription plan price of $41.99. It says you'll be even able to keep that rate for as long as you are actively subscribed and watch the savings pile up. You really won't want to miss out on this great opportunity. The new rate will be available on February 8th, so look out for it. Okay, guys, look. This is desperation, all right? This game, what did we say this when the news first hit about this a couple weeks ago? We had said, look, this game hasn't even been out a month yet, and they're already sweating. I told you if people waited, this game would drop in price because we've seen too many problems. If anyone has seen the forums on SOE, they're going nuts, all right? So many bugs, so many problems. We all know about the game breaking glitches, all right? We already know that it's been erasing people's hard drives, all right? Way too much problems, all right? And was it the first 4 days of its release, people were already maxed out. Yeah, we saw this in beta, and people said, well, we hope they raise the level cap, and then they said, no, they're not going to raise the level cap. So you are pretty much what you are, all right? They said, well, a lot of games don't have end game. It doesn't matter, guy. It doesn't matter. There's not enough fucking content. Why don't you understand? And speaking of content, I told you guys that you would have to pay for expansion packs, did I not? I said that. And yeah, a lot of guys came in and said, no, it'll be free with the monthly stuff. And look, it's not. As it says right here. And listen, link, once again, will be in the info bar for you. All right? First question. It says, will expansions be paid for separately to the monthly content? It says, yes. Your subscription will cover that monthly content. Now, as we know, they had said that monthly content was going to be was it when they did interviews, but then in the video I showed you, they said quarterly. So it looks like they went back to monthly. That's fine. It seems like they're confused as much as they are the gamers. Okay? But it says, but the expansions will be retail products similar to other MMOs. And I told you guys, expansion packs are very large. They're something that always happens in MMOs. It's not evil, no. You're getting a ton of content. So you'll probably pay anywhere from $20 to $60, whatever the company decides to pay. I mean, the price it has. That's what you're going to have to pay for. That's the expansion. I told you guys that this was going to happen. And what I'm hearing, the new monthly update does offer a cash shop. I also have been hearing rumor that the Green Lantern rings will be available the day the movie comes out, the Green Lantern movie. So you'll be waiting for a while. That's what I hear. If I hear any more, I will definitely confirm it for you guys. Okay? But you have to understand, guys, that this is going nowhere. I told you. What, you know what? What did I fucking tell you? I told you, because people keep coming in now and saying, well, the gameplay is great, this, that, and third. And what did I say every time? I said, you are limited. They take a piece of bare bones of an last generation action game and a piece of last generation MMO and they put it together. All right? And I keep telling you, well, that's what WoW does. What do I keep telling you? WoW, World of Warcraft. Yeah. It's in a different universe. It is not the benchmark. It is not the standard of MMOs. So when other companies try to copy it, they fail horribly. All right? WoW is tailored for casuals so it's easy to pick up gameplay and then you just go with it. All right? It's in a different universe. Not DC. No. So tell me, guys, gameplay-wise, I want to know a couple things. Can you do double team moves? I've been saying this for a while now. Can you do like fastball specials and then all that stuff? Because I told you, they're not giving you a comic book experience, but you don't want to listen. I said, can you manipulate your powers? Say if you have water, can you transform that somewhat water into like a rhino or a dragon and then hit an enemy? No. Can you combine a skill chain like you could back in the day with Final Fantasy 11? No, you can't combine powers and skill chains for a stronger power to hit an enemy. Can't do that. And speaking of enemies, speaking of villains, do they give you any type of life choices? No. Because as we all know, when villains are getting their ass kicked, we know this. When they're getting their ass kicked, they'll grab a hostage. All right? Or whatever. And say, hey, look, you have to choose either you beat me or save this person. And then they'll go and do something or throw the person or something. Then you have to make a choice. Those are the choices that make you hero or villain or vigilante. All right? And that's the problem because the game starts you off, hey, good or bad. Good or bad. There's no choices that make you mesh your own character. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys from the beginning. But you guys don't want to hear it. Like I said, this is not a comic book experience. This is bare bones. This is not thinking outside the box. You guys don't want to hear that. And everyone keeps saying, well, you shouldn't listen to the event. You should listen to this guy because his review is better than his because, you know, it's not biased and this, that, and the third. And then when you watch the review, it's all positive stuff. It's like, no, it's just as biased. You just want it to be unbiased because you like the game. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. But you don't want to listen. And it's funny because for all you guys that are sitting here saying, well, you're paying for this game. You know, and you're paying for updates and you're paying for customer service. You're paying for customer service, huh? I guess you guys didn't see the blog spot about the customer service, huh? About how people have been shafted. You haven't seen that? I'll put the link in the info bar for you there. How about all the, well, if you buy the special, edition, you get the codes and manuals, you can play it if you want, really. Well, then why have so many gamers had so many problems with that then? Matter of fact, let's show a video of some random gamer having a problem with it. Yeah, that's some good old-fashioned pain. I'm telling you, that's what you're paying. That's where your money's going to. I'm just saying that, look, this is not working. And we've seen the spin tactics that SOE has been trying to put on this game. For example, they said, oh, well, this is the fastest selling product we had. We can't keep it in stock. Then when you find out, all these people in the comments, and I'm talking about not just in the video comments, but we're talking about IGN, we're talking about all these forums. Look, I work for such and such. We only got 3-4 copies in, during release. So if they sold those 3-4 copies because it was in low demand, of course they have to restock. Of course they're out of stock. You have to understand that they're trying to put a spin on this. SOE knows that they're in trouble. All right? They know they're in trouble and they're panicking. And we can smell the blood in the water. I've been telling you guys, if you just wait, it's going to go down in price again. And they're saying, well, look, if you get this plan now, it's only going to last for a certain time. That's why they're trying to rake you in real quick. Say, hey, jump on this now while you can, because if not, we're going to go back up. No. If it goes back up with this lineup, it's going to crash and burn. I'm telling you now, they're going to either drop the price again or they're going to make it free to play. It's only a matter of time. They don't have enough content to deal with these big games. We've seen this. They went up against Little Big Planet the second week. Little Big Planet crushed it. Mass Effect crushed it. I mean, all these numbers, all right, and Dead Space 2 crushed it. You have to understand, guys, this game is not going to last long this way. And then people talk about ratings, you know, we'll see what IGN gives. And I really thought because, you know, they pretty much gave IGN so many exclusive interviews that they was going to give them a good, you know, type of review. But they gave him a 7. And, you know, I usually don't go by the rating system. But when you had a game that's been in like 5 years development or something, 7's really low. That's like ouch. That's ouch. I'm just saying, guys, you have to understand, because it's an MMO and it's starting in the beginning, it's going to have its problems. But if SOE, what I say, if they would have pushed this back a little bit longer and listened to the fans, this wouldn't have been a problem. Of course, you'd have still had bugs here and there, but not game-breaking, system-breaking bugs. No. All right, you have to understand, guys, that this is bigger, like I said, than just your one of the game. It's bigger. You'll understand that. Oh, by the way, Final Fantasy, was it 14? Coming to PS3 in March. Also, the Agency, which has now been announced, it's coming out this year. Free Realms coming out this year. You got a lot of MMOs coming out this year. I told you guys. I told you. MMOs, say if this game does well, they're going to follow along. And if those games do well, then non-MMOs, they're going to start charging monthly. I told you this is going to happen. This is a real thing. All right? So, guys, get ready for that. But I'm sure, looking at the numbers, it's not doing too well. Just saying. It's not very good, especially because of the development staff, who you have on the staff. They're just not listening to anybody. I've been telling you guys, if they would have just listened, if they would let Jeff Johns, which is the writer, and if they'd have let Jim Lee, if they'd have let those guys actually have a little bit more control, this game would have been good. We've been saying from the beginning that this has a great concept, but it's poor execution. Yeah. Anyways, let's get into the next topic. I told you we're going to spend a lot of time today on this. So the next topic. For those who do not know, Activision has destroyed, has canned, has canceled Guitar Hero and True Crime Hong Kong. Yeah, now, with that being said, I know a lot of people are a little upset about True Crime, but everyone's happy to see Guitar Hero go. Rock Band is still still moving. You know, for those who don't know about Rock Band, MTV Games shut down, but they sold it. So it's still moving. Harmonix is not going anywhere. But Activision has cut out Guitar Hero and True Crime. Now, I know a lot of you guys are mad about True Crime, but you know what? Should have saw this coming. Activision does this a lot. All right? They do it a lot. They don't take a gamble on anything. And for what I hear, this True Crime was actually turning out pretty good before they canned it. So I don't understand. We understand that, you know, Activision has a certain amount of games that they want to milk. They've killed Guitar Hero. They've run to the ground. It's over. There's no innovation whatsoever. They killed it. All right? But now you have True Crime, which was a contender, is gone. They did the same thing when they tried to get rid of Brutal Legend. And it was like, oh, no, we want you back now. We want you back. The same thing with Ghostbusters, and we all know how that turned out. You know what I mean? Activision makes quite a bit of mistakes, all right? But when you have people like Kotick in charge, got to expect that. He's an asshole to everyone. So let's keep going. Also, last part of the day, I just want to say to you guys, man, for those who don't know, Ridge Racer. Yeah, Ridge Racer is back. That's right, and because of that, we won't talk about that. I want to know what you guys think, because Ridge Racer is now taking the Burnout route. So before I go, I'm going to let you see the trailer, and then y'all get back to me on the comments, all right? Y'all be safe. I'm getting ready to go. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm out. Sorry, hating again.